Hello, welcome to a car edition of Sheepdog Says. I've been stuck in a traffic jam on my way home from work for 55 minutes now. I'm supposed to pick up the kids at 6, that's 20 minutes. It's a 45-minute journey, so I'm kind of screwed. There's so many people around here at the moment, just stuck. I've only put my engine on so that I can quickly manoeuvre if I need to, but I've not moved in half an hour. I don't know why it's on. I probably burned through half a tank of petrol trying to drive. I hate this. It's so bizarre. Like, for such a major business park in the area, there's only 2 ways out. So if some perfect storm happens where one of those ways out gets blocked, everything just melts down. If there's 2 blocked, I mean, I once got home at like 9 o'clock. I think it was about that. And I was just exhausted. And getting home at that time, going to bed an hour later and getting up the next morning is the most soul-destroying thing imaginable. So yeah, I'm just fed up now. I'm entertaining myself with the random Pokemon that pop up on Pokemon Go while I drive. Although, as you can imagine, not moving very often, moving about an inch here and there, not many are popping up. So that's been a washout. The radio is just irritating at the moment because it's so hot and bleh and that. I'm not in the mood for Johnny Vaughan's antics. Yeah, I'm just stuck. I sat and did a 40-minute talk about some of the writing work I'm working on. I sat and rang my wife and she was like, "I'm busy now, see you later." I'm just stuck in this weird void of nothing to do. So I thought, why not talk to you lot? But I hadn't really planned anything, so here I am. It's been really weird this week. There's an event on in London that the whole security industry's at. Because I don't have a reason to go to it, I'm basically holding the fort. So it's been me and maybe one other person in the office for most of the day, and they're going away tomorrow, so I think I'm on my own for the rest of the week, which is really bizarre because you crack on with work and you look down and realise that 4 hours have gone, and that thing you thought you'd only been working on for half an hour has taken you ages because time's just gone. This is where I mentioned the other week that I sit there and I feel like I'm just staring into space all of a sudden with nothing going on around me. I don't know whether that's happening because I'm just sat doing absolutely nothing. I've turned the engine off because I suddenly realised it might be rocking. I haven't moved since I started this video. But yeah, the whole day's just been bizarre. Just absolute silence and me tip-tapping away writing. I feel like my brain's melting. It's such a long day. I'll record a bit more in a bit once I've moved an inch or two and I've thought of something more worthwhile to say. See you in a bit. As you can just see there, I finished moving about half a metre. It's been about 10 minutes since we last spoke. My wife rang me to see how I was getting on. It occurred to me while I was looking about, just catching Pokemon and stuff like that, that there's about 23 cars behind me that by rights I should be behind. I feel like I'm possibly public enemy number 1 in this queue. Basically, we've got an exit and an entrance into work's car park. My work is right next to the entrance, and so as such, when I leave at the end of the day, I just turn left to go out the entrance and down the road. There's no one coming in at this time of day, so I just drive off out of that. And I hadn't even thought today, until I got 3 cars forward out of there, that I basically just, if I'd have gone the correct way out the exit, I'd have been in a queue of another 20 odd cars. I'd have probably been here for an extra half an hour. I'm moving along another inch before somebody else beats me to it. But yeah, I'm basically a bit of a monster, and I didn't mean to be. I thought that it was the normal way out. You know, I didn't think at all. I just got in my car and drove out of work, and it's just occurred to me that I really, really, really shouldn't have done that. So they're probably cursing my name. What's frustrating me as well is on my son's Pokemon Go, it's 0.01 of a kilometre away from hatching 2 eggs. And I've driven 100 yards since it's been on that, and the damn thing hasn't updated. So that's really frustrating because that could have entertained me for a full 25 seconds. Oh, we're moving another inch. I may have to stop recording in a minute if I'm going to be driving, because I'm pretty sure that's not legal. But right now I'm on private property and I've only moved a couple of inches, so I feel like it'd be unreasonable to punish me for it. Oh, I'm so tired. I think the worst time I've ever had, just to get into a bit of a Sheepdog's cartoon life scenario of this, I mentioned that I've been stuck in this sort of traffic till about 9 o'clock before. That was one of the worst nights. I had to get the bus home for whatever reason. It was just after I passed my test, so I had a car, and then I had to get the bus home for whatever reason, and I was out until about 9, and I was just destroyed. But I've had a worse time where my uncle took me once to a like a day out somewhere down south, and on the way back we had to go on the M25, and we basically parked up on the M25. Must have been for about 4.5, 5 hours. People were out just laying on their bonnets, sunbathing. People were out. It became a community. I honestly felt like we were in some sort of post-apocalyptic, end-of-the-world community where everyone was basically just connected by their hatred of traffic, and we lived on the M25 for half a day. And again, by the time we got home, we were all just dead because no one has any. I don't have a bottle of water on me. I don't have a drink on me or anything. I don't have any food. I'm friggin' in meltdown mode. It's not nice. Everyone's in it for themselves now, so no one's letting anyone out. I'm trying to be a gentleman and let the car in front out and then take the bit behind them, but the people behind them just give you death stares like, why can't you let 2 people go? I mean, I feel like the polite thing to do is to let literally everyone out, but I would be here all night. I need to get out of this queue. It's almost worth us moving offices now just to make sure this never happens again. It's only the 2nd or 3rd time it has happened, but it's dreadful. Was a fool for thinking that we were nearly out and saying goodbye. I moved 2 car lengths and now it looks like some old lady's having an argument with someone down the road. Everyone's leaning out their windows. I got this real... I hope no one can hear me because I'm about to start judging people around me. I got this jock arsehole next to me chewing gum like he's Alex Ferguson. He just looks like an idiot, and he looks like he's about to try and force his way out. He arrived like 5 minutes ago, so he's been in the queue 5 minutes. I've been in the queue for an hour and 45 minutes now. Well, again, I'm working it out wrong because I'm forgetting that we left work slightly early, so I'm coming up to 2 hours. I said to this woman, you can go out in front of me a minute ago. And, well, it was 10 minutes ago. She gave me a thumbs up, and then she's just sat there halfway out the whole time since, which is really awkward because it feels like every few minutes she says thanks for letting her out and then doesn't move because she can't. Everyone looks so fed up. I feel a bit weird because I'm pretty sure the people can see me at least talking to myself. They probably assume I'm on the phone, but I'm conscious that I'm obviously talking and recording, and to some extent I'm insulting them if you're just that random idiot who thinks he's Alex Ferguson with his gum. I think he's too busy being self-engrossed in something else. It looks actually like he's talking on the phone to the person behind him. They're both on conversations. Loads of people have been clever enough to pack food. I feel like an absolute amateur. I feel like they've probably worked on this business park longer than I have because they're all munching on crisps, and I'm tempted to just get out and go give us some because I'm starving. I've had a bag of crisps and I've had a bag of fruit yogurt things for breakfast and a little pasta pot for lunch. I am so hungry. Normally, like my basic plan is I can get to about 6ish, and then my blood sugar's so low I feel like I'm just gonna pass out if I don't eat, and we're well past that now. So I'm kind of just like, yeah, I didn't plan ahead. I should have had a contingency plan for this sort of scenario. I generally don't eat that much in the day because I'm not particularly hungry, and then I have just a proper dinner at night and so forth. But I'm not built for this scenario. This is absolutely... this has derailed me. I keep thinking we're going to move because the cars on the main road keep moving side to side, but too many things need to happen for me to actually move forward. I need one of them to leave a space, which isn't going to happen because they've all been here for 2 hours, and then I need all the cars in front of me to move enough to let the woman that I've let out move, and then I need to move before this guy on the right moves. And we're being circled by magpies. Do magpies eat people? Because these same 2 magpies have been circling my car. It's not even silver, so why would they want my car out of all of them? But they've been just circling it. Like, they don't eat people. They're alright. They're not like vultures. If it was vultures, then that'd be a bit weird in the middle of Peterborough. But it's just bizarre. At least magpies are lucky. Maybe that means something good's going to happen. I keep checking Pokemon Go in the hope that something amazing spawns. But we had 1 trap-inch, which is pointless. I don't need it. My son needs it, so I caught it for him. His egg's still not hatched. I mean, we've driven, I want to say, 150 yards now, and that 0.01 of a kilometre hasn't been satisfied. I feel like a glitch would make that egg hatch. There's 2 eggs that should hatch. It's ridiculous. It's doing my head in because I feel like that's the mystery I need to have solved. That he's also got 0.17 of a kilometre. I can't even fathom, and half a kilometre. I can't even fathom how much distance that must be that it hasn't triggered yet. Something's not right there. Because I actually thought at one point before I'd started recording that if I keep driving at like 2 miles an hour between here and the other side of Peterborough, I'm going to hatch a lot of eggs and I'm going to get a lot of candy, and it's going to be a great like bonus for Pokemon Go because their event ends tonight at 9. I might just walk through the door at 9 o'clock thinking, well, you know, it took me ages to get home, but I've hatched a lot of Pokemon eggs. But no, it doesn't seem to be working. This wasn't part of the plan at all. Again, I'm not even sure whether this is going to be usable. I'm going to look at it when I get back and think, no one wants to watch me stuck in a car. It depends how tired I am. If I put this up, you can assume that I was exhausted. It took ages to get home, and I've just thought, you know what? It's encapsulated my cartoon life. I mean, I put up a video of me ranting about a tin opener. I think I'll put this up. It'll be all right. I'm just dreading it now. I don't know how I'm gonna. It's making me think. I don't know how I'm gonna sit on an aeroplane for 9 hours. That guy just tried to force his way out as we started moving there, and I just pretended I hadn't seen him. So I could have caused a minor issue, but sod him. I'm not moving for him. I was here first. I've been here for 2 hours. He's been here for 10 minutes. Sod him. That's basically. I mean, I've already got 23 enemies behind me. I might as well have 24 enemies behind me. What's 1 extra enemy, eh? Right, it looks like I may. No, I was gonna say I may get to move. I'm not gonna get to move. I don't know. I'm kidding. Let's say again, if this is the final video, then thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. It won't be. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing another video in 10 minutes saying I'm round the corner and I'm still stuck. If I am, then I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. The eggs hatched. They were rubbish. I'm a bit disappointed. That was like the mystery that was going to keep perpetuating through this journey. Were the Pokemon eggs going to hatch? What were they going to be? It was a Numel and a Trico, which my son needs the Trico. It's useful, but I was hoping for something rare so that I could at least look forward to getting home and telling him that he'd hatched some awesome Pokemon. But no, you let me down, Pokemon Go. It's got a 10k egg though that's due to hatch. That could be something good. That's got... It's still 0.15 of a kilometre, so I ain't gonna hatch that in the next hour by the looks of this traffic. Disappointed really. Mine doesn't seem to be updating either. I'm like kilometres off of all of mine, so unless I'm driving 2 miles per hour the rest of the way home, which is a possibility, I don't think I'm going to see them hatch on this journey, but we'll see. I think cars are starting to move forward slightly now, so I may get closer to this main road at some point soon. I was wrong again. I'm this close to moving out onto the main road. Doesn't seem good. People have actually got out of their cars now and starting to form a mini community. I've been sat in the same bit for so long, nervously looking at this woman in a blue car, thinking she's on the other side of the road. There's a car about to move off to the left side of the road. I'll join then, but it depends on her. If she decides that she's going to fill the gap really quickly, then I'm screwed and I'm here till the next person. But no one's moving. It's a sea of red lights and turned off engines, and part of me thinks if I'd have known about this queue, I'd have stayed in the office. I could have done some paperwork, got stuff done. I could have just had a kip under the desk. Might just do that in future. Next time someone says the traffic's bad, I might just crawl under the desk, go to sleep, just come home at 10 and, I don't know, do all my stuff then. So fed up. I kind of really wanted to get home. It's what, Tuesday night? There's nothing good on a Tuesday night, to be fair. I don't know what I'm worried about. Other than seeing my wife and kids, you know, there's nothing good to do on a Tuesday night. This queue's just... I feel like I'm going to keep switching and I'm going to end up like hair ripped out. I've even got a tie on. I can't even loosen my tie. I'm just going to get more and more insane until I'm like day 35. I've eaten the person in the blue car. That person who was doing my head in is now behind me. I can see him in my rear view mirror. He's just got the kind of face you just want to slap. I've I'm glad you can't see him, because I feel like that would come back and bite me if I said that. He looks harder than me, to be fair. I don't think I'd be getting away with slapping him. But he just looks like the kind of person who's probably only like 19, 20, and he's got a flash car and a flash job, and he's a typical salesman. He says, being a salesman, but you know, still. All the other cars seem to just be, as I say, full of fed up people that are sort of my age or older. People are getting out one by one. When people start sunbathing, that's when I'll know it's got really bad. Or if people start hearing rumours, I'm worried we'll hear the road is closed and we're just here until such time that it's open again. If that happens, I'm ordering food. Do you reckon Domino's will deliver to if I gave them my, I don't know, reg number and just said I'm parked at the end of this road, do you think they'd send a little man on a moped out to just find me? I can give them the vague address of where I'm parked if I can figure it out. It can't be too far from my work address, really. I mean, I could just order it to my work and let him. I'd have to warn them to drive on the pathway, but eventually they'd get here, wouldn't they? I fancy a Domino's now I've said that. I'll let you know how I get on. If I'm here for another 45 minutes, I may order a takeaway and see what happens. I'm going to wrap it up. Again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. I'm sure it won't be the last video, but just in case it is, yeah, let me know. He's waving his hand at somebody now. I just want to start. He'll probably be my best mate by the end of this ordeal, but right now I'm like, shut up, mate. Put your hand away. Shut your window. Stop being an idiot. Stop chewing your gum like that. Nobody chews gum like that except him. Anyway, I don't know how many people saw me do that around me and think I'm a weirdo now, so I'm going to wrap up. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you in like 25 minutes when I've had enough again and decide to record. I genuinely thought for a moment then that somebody had actually ordered a Domino's. A motorbike went by me and I just thought, no, my idea. I've been here, it's been half an hour since I last recorded. I am starving. But it wasn't, it was just a guy on a yellow motorbike. I don't understand how some cars are driving around and it all seems to be going smooth, but the way I need to go is apparently closed off. Somebody texted me and said that the roads are closed, it's genuinely shut down. I need to work my way through Peterborough, but somebody at the front of this queue is refusing to take that route for whatever reason, and it's holding the rest of us up. As you can see, the sun's been like on my face, where I've just driven around the corner, luckily, and but the sun has just been in my eyes and I've been stopped there for ages, unable to get out of it. So I'm pleased to be able to say I can shift forward a couple of meters and I'm almost out of the sunlight. I can almost see again, but this is an ordeal. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not going to do any more because I'm almost at the main road and I'll be stop start so I feel like it'd be unsafe to do that. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. This will be the last one. I'm so tired. I'll put a tweet out or a note in when I release it. I'll let you know what time I actually got home or something. I don't know. I might do a little wrap up when I'm sat cozy at home. But I'm nearly there. Well, I'm not nearly there. I'm like an hour away from home, but I'm nearly off the business park, which is a start in itself. Everyone going south is just whizzing past me at like tens of miles an hour while I'm stuck just poodling along at 1-2 mile an hour. But I'm going to wrap it up there because, as I said, I don't want to get in trouble for driving while filming. I haven't done that beyond like any private bits. If anyone's watching and worrying, I've not been on any dangerous roads. Don't drive and record, it's not safe and all this. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll leave it there. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. I know I said I'd wrap it up, but it just occurred to me. I've been in the car for 2.5 hours now, and where I am at this moment, I'm closer to my desk where I sit at work now, right now, it's there, than I was when I got in my car and started this journey. I could literally get out and go sit at my desk and just watch the traffic die down. I've rang my wife, had a chat with her. She said apparently they've closed a load of roads. I don't know what's going on. It's ridiculous. But honestly, I can see the building through the trees. You know, if the curtains weren't shut, I could see my desk. I'm so close. I could go, if I knew the traffic weren't going to move on, I could nip through the window, make a cup of tea and then come back out. I'm so hungry now, my stomach is growling. I genuinely can't believe how long this has taken. The kids are going to bed in a minute. I just rang my wife and she's like, I said to her, just have dinner, don't wait for me. And she's like, no, I'll wait. And I said, I could be at least another hour. So she's gonna have dinner and I'm gonna eat when I get in. But I think that's the most soul destroying moment, knowing that I've gone down a road, round a corner, round another corner, down the road again, and I'm basically a fence away from my desk. Oh, I could cry if I wasn't so manly. This is horrific. This is horrific. I'm never gonna get home. Never gonna get home. This video won't even get uploaded because I'm never gonna get home. So yeah, I should probably stop recording them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise this will be the last one. I've just been sat here for so long, and noticing that just killed me. Cheers.